YouTube, was good? Back at it with another little helpful video on how to zero gap your slimline pros. I've been using these clippers for a few weeks now. I really like them. Only thing I don't like is that they so lightweight. I kind of like my clippers have a little weight to them. These are super light, but I really like them. But you want to zero gap them so that they can cut crisper lines, you know. And it's super simple. All you need is a Phillips screwdriver. You basically unscrew the back two screws like I'm doing right here. Take those off. They've made it so easy to zero gap these. It's a lot easier than the ANDIS T outliners to zero gap those. They made these a lot easier. So when you take it off, take the blade off, you see this little device under the blade. When you zero gap and you want to get the bottom blade, that blade that moves, this blade right here that moves, you want to get that to line up evenly with the top blade, so they should meet at an even point, the bottom and top. And it made it super simple to do this. All you got to do is loosen up these two screws that's holding this little black device down. Don't take them off, just loosen them up. And once you loosen them up, you're able to slide this bottom blade up and down. So you can slide it all the way up to zero gap it, or you can slide it down. And in order to zero gap it, you just slide it all the way up. You want to make sure that the blade is even all the way across. So push that bottom blade all the way up to the top blade. It won't let you push it past the top blade, but you just want to make sure it's even and it's not crooked, because if it's uneven, one side might be sharper than the other and it could pinch the client. So rub your finger across it to make sure it's even all the way across. I like to look at it from the side. It looks pretty good. It looks pretty even all the way across. And once you do that, you take your screwdriver and you tighten those two screws back up. And again, the reason to do this, the reason you want to zero gap is Slimline Pros, is so they cut sharper, crisper lines. These deliver a real good crisp line, and when they zero gapped, it still doesn't hurt the client. This is the blade that came with it. I didn't modify the blade in any way. I didn't sand it down or anything. I've been using them with the stock blade, and I still been getting a really crisp line just off the zero gap. So yeah, once you do that, you're good to go. These is good for like the mustache area and, you know, inside the goatee area. But you want to put the blade back on. It's a little stem inside. You just take the black piece and put it right back on the stem. Line the screw holes up. Put the screws back in there and tighten it back up. Super simple process, man. It takes all of 5 minutes to do. But it's very beneficial if you a barber out here, and you want to get those crisper lines like you may see on people's Instagram and YouTubes and stuff. I'm gonna do a video with these showing how they hit, but this was just to show how to zero gap them. Check out my other videos. I show how to zero gap your wall magic clips, and I got another video explaining like different terminologies that barbers use and lever play and learning how to fade and all that stuff. So check those videos out. Make sure you like and subscribe if this was helpful. But you screw these back on, screw a little bit of the left and a little bit of the right, and just keep going back and forth, tightening those screws up until they both all the way tight. You just want to do that so that the blade doesn't be crooked. I looked at it, it was crooked on one side, so I pushed it up. I'm pushing it up on my thumb to make sure the blade is straight. And I look good and straight. Yeah, so that looks good. You want to test it out. I usually like to test them out. I think one of the screws wasn't all the way tightened. I usually like to test them out on my arm. If it don't scratch your arm or scratch you up, you know, if it don't hurt, then it's not going to hurt the client. So that's how you test the clippers out, to make sure that they're cutting good. And if it's not scratching you, you're good to go. So make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna have more videos coming soon using these clippers and doing fades and all that. But thanks a lot.